What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, I have to vent. I posted a video basically based on Adrien Broner, what he recently said on the Boxing Socialist. Again, shout out to them, Carcino and Sean. And Broner said he will fight Pacquiao at any weight. This is not the first time he said it. However, the first time he said it, he was still undefeated. This was before Paulie Malignaggi. This was before Marcos Maidana tragedy. And at the very least, he was undefeated, so no one knew his full peak, his full potential, how he would perform against a veteran, someone like a Marcos Maidana, Paulie Malignaggi, till we were able to see it. So nobody could really say shit. He was still undefeated. He was still looking good. He's still looking flashy. Not to say he can never get back there. However, like Mayweather said on the All Access, he may look like he's partying and having a good time, but he got his black ass working. Now, some of you Adrien Broner fans are fucking maniacs. I repeat, fucking maniacs. Now, I posted the video. Some people are leaving crazy comments, mentioning me and inboxing me. Shut the fuck up. We're all entitled to opinion. Cool. The difference being, I'm man enough and bold enough and have the balls enough to have my own channel where I let my opinion be known to the public. So anything I've ever said about Broner, you could check the G files, you could check my track record. I've always maintained the same thing. He seems like a talented young fighter. He just has to put it all together, stop the nonsense, stop the clowning around, the horseplay, be mature in a grown man's sport. The end. I like Broner. He's entertainment. He knows how to sell tickets. He wants to live flashy, but at a world-class level, some of the things he's doing is not going to be beneficial for his career. And if anything, I want to see him thrive. I love a good underdog story, and that's where the buck stops. But some of you Broner fans can't embrace that. You can't respect that. Maybe you're Broner's age. Maybe you're signed to Bandcamp, AB. Like, I don't know. Maybe you just like dudes that are flashy. No homo. I don't know what it is, but leave me the fuck alone. I said what I said. I still maintain what I said. Broner has showed me nothing that would stipulate he can beat Pacquiao last year, next year, next week. He hasn't done anything to prove to me that his style will beat Pacquiao. He hasn't even proved his worth at welterweight, even with one victory and one loss. He hasn't proved to me that he can punch hard at welterweight. He hasn't proved that his speed carried up. So to me, he's not even an acclimated 147 pounder. And you guys are talking about going, despite if you like Pacquiao, if you hate him, you got to give the man his just due and his credit. He's done extraordinary things in the sport of boxing. And I'm getting sick and tired of you motherfuckers that get on people's pages, you get on these forums and talk reckless. You don't even support what you're saying. What has Broner done that would suggest he's ready for even a diminished Pacquiao, which I honestly think Pacquiao has lost a step. I think he's entering the twilight of his career. But I also think he'll beat that motherfucking ass. And Adrien Broner would be all bruised up. Like, I just don't see him beating Pacquiao based on the way he's fighting. And if he was so sure of himself to the point where he wants to take on arguably the number 2 welterweight, I don't know what your guys' ranking system is, but Pacquiao is definitely at least in the top of the class based on accomplishments, even with or without the knockout to Marquez. He has to be somewhere at the top of the welterweight division. You have not even beat a welterweight convincingly. You beat Paulie Malignaggi. I think Broner won the Paulie Malignaggi because Malignaggi, he faded to me. He started off good. His work rate was up. His pace was up. He was dictating, throwing a lot of punches. But I think towards the middle to late rounds, I think Malignaggi, he just faded and Broner started to come on a bit. So prove to me what Broner has fucking done. And not to mention, he struggled with Paulie Malignaggi, and Sean Porter just fought Malignaggi, a true welterweight, probably even bigger than welterweight. I mean, he's a big dude that was fighting at a higher weight in the amateurs. Anyway, Sean Porter literally obliterates Paulie Malignaggi in 4. And Paulie Malignaggi's been in there with big punchers. Miguel Cotto, Ricky Hatton. He's been in there with Amir Khan, who's fast as fuck. And nobody's really done away with Paulie Malignaggi like Sean Porter just did. Sean Porter came at him like a tank. You could say whatever, Paulie fought the wrong fight. I think he did. He should have boxed more, but everything's done in hindsight. Sean Porter came at him, got what he wanted, got him out of there in 4 rounds. Whereas Adrien Broner, who was supposed to be the gifted one, the chosen one, Mayweather's replacement, as he likes to put it, and he struggled and had a split decision win over him. So between the split decision with Paulie Malignaggi, the Daniel Ponce de Leon, the Maidana ass beaten, what has he done to suggest that he's gonna beat Pacquiao? And then again, Pacquiao has a belt now after beating Timothy Bradley. Pacquiao's been fighting at 147 or catch weight, and what makes you think he'll come down to 140 where Broner's fighting Carlos Molina to fight Broner? You know what I mean? Why? I mean, if you're the champion, why do you have to give in to the weight demands and come down when Broner just lost his last fight and was fighting Carlos Molina? Doesn't make sense. Again, stylistically, it's a horrible matchup for Broner. Broner fighting flat-footed like he's been doing. You're able to walk down the Gavin Reeses who can't take your power, or they're smaller than you or whatever. You can't do that. Pacquiao might be smaller than Broner, but he has pop. He can crack. He has angles. He has speed. And even at this age, Pacquiao at 35 moves all around Broner, hits him from angles he's not used to. And the difference being, Paulie Malignaggi lost some steam too. Like, he was faster in his heyday, but he's still quick. He's still quicker than average, I would say. And Paulie Malignaggi was hitting him with some shots. The difference being, you might get hit from a crazier angle from a southpaw. Plus, we all know Paulie Malignaggi is low on the totem pole in terms of punching power versus Pacquiao. So, whereas you might have been able to eat Paulie Malignaggi's shots, you're not going to be able to eat Pacquiao's shots. You're going to have to fight a more technical and impressive fight than you did with Malignaggi if you ever want to beat Pacquiao. And that's straight the fuck up. Some of you guys are, like I said, you're maniacs. I really firmly believe you don't even watch boxing because you say the most outlandish stuff. Then somebody said, actually a couple people, they said Pacquiao hasn't done shit. He hasn't done shit. I mean, the man just beat a great fighter in Timothy Bradley, got his belt back, despite if you think it was a close fight or whatever. I definitely think he beat Bradley. I think Bradley could have had the fight had he made some adjustments in the middle rounds, but he let Pacquiao steal a lot of those middle rounds. He started off good, but it's how you finish. And either way, fuck all that. Pacquiao won. According to the judges, the belt's in Pacquiao's possession. Pacquiao won. So he beat an undefeated great fighter in Timothy Bradley. He dominated Brandon Rios in a way that we've never seen him dominated before. He fought Mike Alvarado twice. He was never dominated like that. And Pacquiao dominated him. And I'm very fair. Brandon Rios was coming up in weight. He's still bigger than Pacquiao. But again, it's how he did it. It's how he disposed of Brandon Rios. Before that, he fought a great fight with Marquez, even though he was knocked out. They both had a knockdown. He got knocked out. But he looked good, and he bloodied Marquez's face the fuck up. So, how are you going to say Pacquiao has done nothing when he's fighting good competition or elite competition and still looking good? I mean, Pacquiao, like I said, before the knockout, he was looking good. He was winning on the scorecards, and he was fighting the right fight. He got caught. It's boxing. It happens. And he just defeated an undefeated fighter, a slick black fighter who has a brain, in Timothy Bradley. And even the first fight was controversial. So a lot of people thought Pacquiao, including myself, thought Pacquiao should have won that. Now, you're easy and eager to say Pacquiao hasn't done anything recently, but Broner has. Broner, what has he done? Beat Gavin Reese, who none of y'all fucking knew about, and has went on to do nothing and make no noise, no fucking noise since the Broner loss. What noise has he made? Who has he fought that's a world-class opponent since the Broner fight? So Broner fought him. He moved up in weight, had a tough time, difficult time. And some people even scored the fight for Paulie Malignaggi. Not me, but some people did. And it could be argued. So split decision, tough time. You got the belt from Paulie Malignaggi. Then you got annihilated badly, AB, by Marcos Maidana. And you're fighting Carlos Molina. Not even the Carlos Molina that fights at 54, who gave Kirkland problems, who gave Edeslani Laura problems. You're fighting the other Carlos Molina. It's like McDonald's and McDowell's and shit from Coming to America. You're not even fighting the real McDonald's. You're fighting McDowell's, the lesser of the Carlos Molina in terms of resume and whatnot. And you're ready for Pacquiao? Get the fuck out of here. You're ready for Pacquiao based on that? And you're going to say, some of you guys are saying that Pacquiao hasn't done nothing, but Broner has when he had a split decision. So either you're trolling, you don't watch boxing, you're pro-black to the point where no one black can do anything wrong. You're not being real with yourself. Not saying Broner has zero chance, because it's boxing. Anybody has a chance. There's a lot of fights that went different than I expected. However, I maintain the same stance. If Broner fights anywhere near what he's been fighting, the fashion, the style, like he fought Gavin Reese, like he fought Paulie Malignaggi, like he fought Marcos Maidana, he will get annihilated. Finish him with Mortal Kombat. I'm telling you. Watch boxing. If you know boxing, I don't see how you can dispute that. Broner is going to really have to reinvent himself and his style and be great at it and be really good and not have an off night and use movement, think, things that he hasn't really showed us much recently if he wants to beat Pacquiao. Now, if you dispute this, if you think he beats Pacquiao easily or Pacquiao's washed up to the point where Broner's style poses a problem, let me know. Leave an educated comment. Let me know why Broner will beat Manny Pacquiao at this, like if they were to fight in September. Please let me know. I want to hear these ignorant ass responses. And truth be told, at welterweight, there's guys that have done less than Pacquiao career-wise, and I don't even see Broner beating them. I don't see Broner beating Keith Thurman or Sean Porter. I think they're too big and too strong for him. Unless he just like really fully acclimates and slowly fights them like in the future, but not anywhere near like if they were trying to make the fight in September. I think Porter and Keith Thurman will body him at this current juncture. I think Kell Brook might even body him just because he's a big puncher and he's bigger than him. So let me know what you guys think. If Broner will survive or beat Manny Pacquiao, let me know why you feel that way. Don't leave these stupid comments. Tell me I'm tripping and you can't even justify or intelligently explain why Broner will beat him. Leave a comment. I'm out. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.